Lark, Halloween party at schoolhouse. At sunset, dress as your most hated character. Love, Robin. P.S. Don't dress as anything from SAO. Ha! I'll show her. Where the hell am I? Hello? Anyone here? Oh, crap. Alright kids, let's take a trip back to ye old 2006 where Code Geass, Hellsing Ultimate, Death Note, and Ouran High School Host Club were dominating our TVs, and let us talk about an anime title that for the most part went unnoticed against its other titles of that year. It's time to whip out those Ouija boards and holy water because it's time to go on a ghost hunt. Not only am I excited that it's Halloween, but I'm able to review the first anime I had ever watched. Now let me clarify that though. I did indeed watch Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Cardcaptor Sakura, and Sailor Moon among other shows as a kid before school, but as a kid I only ever thought of them as cartoons and never understanding them as anything else. So, fast track to my mid-teens and high school, I was introduced to four anime titles. Death Note, Ouran High School Host Club, Air Gear, and Ghost Hunt, later expanding my library with Fullmetal Alchemist, Fullmetal Panic, and Dean Angel. These were the titles that cemented my love for anime, but it was Ghost Hunt that kept me going. Usually when I rewatch an anime, I can get maybe halfway through it before I move on to something else, but with Ghost Hunt, I will at least rewatch it twice a year, watching all 25 episodes and never skipping a beat. And with that, I can proudly place it at number 1 in my overall favorite animes of all time. So what is this show all about? The show follows high school student Mai Tamayama as she becomes involved with Shibuya psychic research after she accidentally breaks an expensive video camera that was being used by SPR's young, highly skilled manager, Kazuyo Shibuya. But Mai nicknames him Naru the Narcissist because of his narcissistic tendencies, and it's a nickname that is adopted by many who work with Naru, and along with the rest of their friends, they investigate paranormal cases and explore Mai's newfound latent psychic abilities. As Mai joins the Shibuya Psychic Research Team, after her first case during the investigation of a haunted schoolhouse at Mai's school, she becomes an assistant to Naru and slowly learns that there is more to ghost hunting than just setting up a camera. Not only do we see a technical side to an investigation, but we also see the spiritual side to it, with the other characters that join Mai and Kazuya in their investigation. There's Lin, an assistant to Kazuya, Takagawa, who is a Buddhist monk, the shrine maiden Ayako, Masako is a celebrity teen psychic, and an Australian Catholic priest by the name of John Brown. But I will talk about Mr. John Brown's accent later. This combination of old-fashioned detective work, technical and spiritual investigating, create a suspenseful, intriguing, and yet horrifying show that increases with each episode. As we are following along with Mai, we start off the show knowing as much about paranormal investigation as she does, but unlike her friends that she meets along the way, she for the most part does not have any connection to the spiritual world, until a sudden fall learns that she has a spiritual guardian in the form of Naru, who gives her hints with each case, and is later revealed that she does indeed have some level of psychic abilities, which plays a bigger part in the later half of the series. Throughout the show, we go from case to case investigating paranormal occurrences ranging from an abandoned schoolhouse to much worse and much scarier than I originally imagined. Back when I first watched this when I was the wee young age of 15, I could not have predicted how much this would freak me out, especially watching it in the middle of the night. So it is safe to say I got a good old spook, but compared to anime nowadays, it's pretty tame, though I still love it. What I find so interesting about Ghost Hunt is how it has a satisfying balance between horror and suspenseful drama, with each progressing episode. And to put it on a scale without spoiling the series, the show goes from episode 1 being about an abandoned schoolhouse, with the later episodes being on the level of Conjuring or Annabelle in terms of subject matter, and the cases never get old or stale no matter how many times you have watched them. Something that has always bothered me about the show is its lack of focus on our side characters. Yes, we do get a greater understanding of their backstories, but we don't ever get a personal case to do with any of the characters, besides a personal request from John, the Catholic priest, involving the spirit of a small boy at his local church. This is only a personal frustration because I get so invested in the show and I want to see more about these characters and get a little more understanding of the characters' past. I do know that there is more in the manga about each character than there is in the anime, but I wish I could have seen more. With saying that, each of the characters do get moments to shine, which make for some of the best scenes in the show. The more I watch it, and what I did not realize on my first watch all those years ago, which I find both annoying and somewhat meta, is how Kazuya, or Naro, our lovable narcissistic leader, always explains how the case was solved as if everyone in the investigation were a bunch of idiots, and therefore I say both annoying and meta. Annoying because after everything we see happen with each case, it always ends in a monologue from Naro explaining to his investigators and the audience as if no one was even present during the entire experience. I often sit there and wonder why he must do it, which gets annoying, but the further we go along with Naro, he uses it more as a simple recap rather than a, I just solved everything by myself. But that also plays into his character as a narcissist, so I can give him a pass for that. And for the meta reason I mentioned, that plays into Naro's character because it often at times feels like he's addressing you, the viewing audience, that may not entirely know what's going on, and quickly fills you in just like he does with the characters in the show. Whether that was an intention by the creators or not, that's how I feel Kazuya's monologues are. I won't go into details, but there is a case in the middle of the series that absolutely breaks my heart with how well written and delivered by the actors it is, that I can't help holding back the tears every time I watch it. This is also some of the best voice acting I have heard from English dub actors, especially with Tob Haberkorn as Kazuya, Cherry Lee as Mai, and one of my all-time favourite actors Travis Willingham as Takagawa. Though like I mentioned before, there was an Australian character that I have an issue with. If any of you have watched our review of Free Eternal Summer, you will know how I feel about Aussie accents in anime from non-Australian actors. Just know that the character of John is not the worst accent I have ever heard, but I give props to Jason Liebrecht for giving a great performance as an Australian priest. Is Ghost Hunt worth the watch? Yes. 100% yes. Despite its faults with lack of side character development and in-your-face exposition. If you can look past that and like a little ghost hunting, then I would definitely recommend this show. It has a great arc structure from case to case and engaging content that will keep you hooked. If you can find this on DVD anywhere, grab it. Or you can find it on Funimation now. Alrighty then. Time to hunt some ghosts. Here, ghosty, 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 ghost. Here, ghosty, ghost.
I don't want to die.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I'm out of here. I'm out. Bye. See you later. I am not dealing with this. That's it. I'm gone. Thanks again for watching. To keep up to date with everything Anime America, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Tumblr. The best way you can support this channel for free is by sharing this video with your friends as well as liking. If you wish to support us financially, we have a Patreon page, posters for sale on Store Envy, and awesome t-shirts available on Teespring. Don't forget to subscribe to Anime America for more awesome videos that you'll get instantly if you click the notification bell. We also have a channel called Pop Spectrum where we review anything in pop culture. More awesome videos will be on the way, so stay tuned to Anime America.